for being here. Good evening, all.
Good evening.
80% of all those who sleep for less than 8 hours regularly end up becoming obese and unwell. I repeat, 80% of all those who sleep for less than 8 hours every night end up becoming obese and unwell. The reason is hormonal imbalance. Getting a good night's sleep regularly and managing your stress are extremely important in managing your hormones, your health, and long-term fat loss. If you've tried to lose weight in the past and have failed to do so, not getting proper sleep would be the culprit. How does that happen? Let's quickly go through it. For whatever reason, you get sleep deprived. You've got major workload, you stay up late in the night, or you're a student studying for an exam, or you're like normally any other person, YouTubing, Facebooking, WhatsApping in the night. Whatever may be the reason for your sleep deprivation, you end up having excess cortisol. What is excess cortisol? Cortisol is our stress hormone, and excess levels of stress hormone is toxic for us. At this moment, I would like to say that these hormones are extremely powerful chemicals, and because of that, they need to be maintained at a particular range and at a particular ratio. If this balance or the range is disturbed, it has a horrible effect on our health. Excess cortisol can damage our lives, our careers, our relationships, our health. Excess cortisol also leads to low melatonin. What is melatonin? It is the sleep hormone. You fall asleep because of this hormone, but because you're sleeping less, your body starts producing less of this sleep hormone. Therefore, your quality of sleep deteriorates further. Not only this, melatonin is a very strong cancer fighting agent. So with low melatonin levels, not only are you sleeping worse, your capacity or capability of fighting cancer also goes down drastically. A quick tip. There was a very interesting correlation. Ladies who can see, who are not blind, are the ones who get breast cancer. Blind ladies don't get breast cancer, and the scientists are flummoxed. Why does this happen? And finally, they zeroed it down to this white light. This white light suppresses melatonin formation, which leads to cancer in ladies who can see. All right. This low melatonin also leads to low growth hormone. Growth hormone is a hormone which is closely implicated in most of our growth processes of the body. Growing of new hair, skin, nails, recovering from injury, all such things. These two things in combination again cause further sleep deprivation, which will again cause excess cortisol, which will further cause low melatonin, which will further cause low growth hormone, which will further cause sleep deprivation. So this cycle will keep on becoming worse and worse, bigger and bigger, the more time you allow it to fester. Now this excess cortisol also causes the release of glucagon hormone. What is glucagon? It's a hormone whose function is exactly opposite that of insulin. Insulin's function is to push the sugar that is floating around in your blood into muscles and tissues. The function of glucagon is to remove this blood in your muscles back into your blood, which means your blood sugar spikes, which leads to an insulin spike, which further leads to fat gain. Now this excess cortisol also fuels appetite. You get hungry when your cortisol hormones are released, which means you get sugar and carb cravings, your blood sugar spikes, insulin spikes, and your fat stores increase. The funny thing is, this insulin further causes spikes in cortisol, which again fuels the first cycle, which again leads to the second cycle, making the situation more complex. Now, sleep deprivation also causes the increase of ghrelin hormone and reduction of leptin hormone. What is ghrelin and leptin? How many of us here are hungry right now? That's because of ghrelin hormone. Ghrelin hormone signals your brain to eat food. So when ghrelin hormone is released, your brain gets a signal to eat food. And after you eat food and you feel satisfied, that's because of leptin hormone. Leptin releases and tells your brain enough. With low ghrelin and high leptin, with increased ghrelin and low leptin, you again get sugar and carb cravings, which again lead to blood sugar spikes, again causes insulin release, again causes causes fat storage. This insulin again takes you to excess cortisol, and the entire cycle repeats all over again. Now, so much of cortisol is being formed in your body. It needs some raw materials to be manufactured. One of the important raw materials is progesterone. It's a very important hormone which both males and females have. But because this progesterone is now being used to manufacture cortisol, it is not available for its own functions, leading you to the hormone imbalance of low progesterone, which leads to the hormone imbalance of excess estrogen, which takes you to fat storage. Ladies will be familiar what happens with excess estrogen. Right? Now, when your cortisol hormone production goes up, your DHEA becomes low. DHEA is the dehydroepiandrosterone hormone. It is a master hormone. This gives birth to many other hormones including testosterone. So low DHEA levels leads you to low testosterone, which further leads you to fat storage. And men know what happens with low testosterone levels. Right? Now, excess sleep deprivation also causes excess inflammation. Inflammation is a crucial healing process of our body, provided it is for the short term. Long-term inflammation is implicated in most of the deadly diseases of old age, either as a genesis factor or as a propagating factor. This excess inflammation also causes insulin stores, also causes fat storage. This insulin further leads to the excess cortisol, and the entire cycle repeats all over again. And this is the purpose of why this slide is designed in such a mishmash manner, because that's what's happening in your body. When a person comes to us, we have to think, okay, this fat storage, is it because of excess cortisol that is sleep deprived? Or because sleep deprivation, low melatonin happened? Or was it the insulin that caused the excess cortisol? What happened where? I will urge you to sleep well. The journey of 1,000 steps begins from one step. Sleeping well is one important step in becoming healthier. We sacrifice this step repeatedly for various important or unimportant things. Do sleep well. I have given you the strategy of how to sleep well. Follow the steps. Take the document with you. Follow these steps, and I'm sure within the next 3 days, you will have an amazing, refreshing, rejuvenating sleep. Thank you so much.